Good morning. It's Friday. Is it Friday? It's Friday, April 11th. That's the day. Don't wear it out. Just kidding. All right. Get the link out this morning. Everything is going to be just smooth today. I can feel it. Get the link into the group, which it's April 11th, and the prompt is Bears Awakening. That's a cute prompt. No, why does it always do that? I said everything would go smooth, and it didn't. But now it did. Did, it didn't. It did, it didn't. All right, ready to roll. All right, I am here. Yeah, I'm here. Yay. I'm really, really excited about today's prompt because I was playing around on whatchamacallit today, this morning, Instagram, and I saw these people that do these paper dolls. And I thought, I really want to do a paper bear. So we're going to do a paper bear doll, whatever. It's going to be a sunshine bear, maybe. That's probably what we'll call it, a sunshine bear. Because today is Bear's Awakening. That's our prompt. And then we get the weekend free, and we come back on Monday for buzzing bees and butterflies. Hi, Pamela. Thank you. Doesn't feel like I'm retired because still doing the same stuff. It's just that my Medicare will be paid for. That's the important part of retiring for me. My Medicare needed to be paid for. It was really upsetting me that I had to pay for it. I mean, what's the point of having Medicare if you have to pay for it? I mean, I'm still paying for it because it was my money originally. Anyway, never mind. I'm going to be quiet. Hi, Mary Lynn, and Renata, and Linda, Vicky, and Johanna. All right. I'm just going to start because I'm retired. I don't need to talk about stuff much anymore. You know, I don't need to do any shameless plugs. This is the top. We're going to make this bear if all goes well. Yeah. I'm going to bring the camera up though. A bit. Just a bit. And I want to find the middle. But that's pretty much the middle. So that's where my bear is going to start. Hi, Peggy Joe. Peggy Joe. Hi, Peggy Sue and Cindy and Laura and Ellen and Z. All right, let's draw. Because that's what I want to do. Here's my bear's head. And here's my bear's ears. And she is definitely a girl bear. I think I want her head bigger. The whole thing needs to be bigger. Too small. Because my page is that wide. And I want her to be pretty wide. That's a better size head for my bear. 2 ears. Not that one. That one doesn't look like the other one. One of these things is not like the other. That's closer. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Penny. Hi, Valerie. Okay, there's my bear's nose. There's my bear's mouth. And then she gets to get a dress. Trying to decide what kind of a dress she wants. I think she's going to get a little crop top sleeveless. No, I think she wants little flouncy sleeves. Well, we'll have to come back and check that out. Her head is giant and her clothes are too small. She got the wrong size off the rack. Good morning, Ruth Ann and Chris and Lisa and Melinda and Kathy and Denise and Rebecca. Hello. That's a better size dress. She's a big girl. She's waking up. Oh, and I don't want her eyeballs like that. I want them sleepy eyes because she's waking up. So she's going to get these sleepy eyes like that. And then her dress. Make sure it's going to fit. Yeah, I'm having some decision problems here. So I'm retired and I get my first retirement paycheck in June. Pretty excited about all of this. It's a whole new ball game for me. Here's her feet. Don't like those feet. Think they need to be separate. I walked in yesterday to the Social Security office with my honey, and first thing the lady said to me is, "Do you want to retire today?" And I said, "I have no idea." I didn't have any idea. Oh yeah, I couldn't do the phone appointment, Terry. I called them just to ask some questions not long ago. Her arms are way too big. But I want her to hug herself. That's the idea behind this bear. Um, anyway, I did call and they had me on hold for 3 hours. I don't have that kind of time in my life. When I went into the place to have my appointment, I was in and out in 15 minutes. It was a lovely experience at the Social Security office. So was pretty excited about that. She's going to get some little flowers, I think, in her hair. Um, yeah, it was just a nice experience. I can't tell you one thing bad about it. Oh, I could. Actually, I can, because, there's always got to be a balance of bad and good. And they had to search my bag. I brought in my journaling stuff, as I always do, because I thought it would be a long time. And they searched all the women's bags, right, coming in, but none of the men's pockets. And I got to tell you what, my husband has deep pockets. He could have hid all kinds of things in there to get back at the Social Security Department, but he did not. And I thought that was wrong. I think they should have, they took us aside to this special area because I had a big bag. So, I don't know. I just had a problem with that, I guess. We're going with the same kind of Ruth Korch style, which isn't really, I guess, a Ruth Korch style. I guess it's more of a watercolor thing where you color it in first and then outline. I really like it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Anyway, I didn't have anything in my purse except, well, I didn't even have a purse. I just had a big tote bag with 2 journals and a bunch of pens, but they had to search it. And I'm like, I have a problem with this. But I couldn't say anything because I didn't want to cause attention to myself or whatever. Kathy said I look like trouble. I guess. Just seems to me that it should be the same for everybody. The 3 Musketeers, all for one and one for all. I'm a firm believer in that. Did they have metal detectors? No. No, they didn't. They were just searching my bag. And it does seem weird, right? That they didn't search the men's stuff. It's so funny because I took that class, from Ruth, and we are now best friends. We're texting each other like twice or three times a day. It's so funny. Funny how that happens. Lynn did hers over the phone, no appointment, just called and decided to go for it. Yeah, I had some questions. And I'm leery of everything and everyone right now. I've become one of those people, trust no one. Those kind of people from when I used to watch what was it? What X-Files. Their thing was trust no one. And I don't trust anybody anymore. So I just wanted to be sure that what I was doing was correct and was going to work and whatever. Jennifer says, when I watercolor first and outline, my microns don't want to work as well. I don't know. I haven't had trouble with it so far. But yeah, I was expecting a big mess at the Social Security office, and there was no messes to be had. It was a piece of cake. Oh, that is very hot. That pink has got to dry. Oh, well, we'll go on to the green, and then hopefully it dries by then. Are you going to France with Ruth? No, I'm not leaving this country for a long time. I like it here. No, I've never left the country really. I went to Mexico on a boat one time, twice actually, and went to Canada once. Does British Columbia count? Because I went to British Columbia once also when I was a child and got pityriasis rosea, if you know what that is, because I spent a whole day at the hospital on our vacation as a kid. It's not much fun. Oh, she could be my first podcast guest. I really have to get my act together. Like today, I decided since I'm retired, I didn't want to do any shameless plugs because I don't want to make any money anymore. I just want to live on my Social Security. I don't think that will happen. But for today, it sounds really good to me. So we're going to keep it at that for today. But I do still want to do the podcast. Well, there's a lot I want to do. That's the problem. I have a lot I want to do, but I really don't want to work as hard as I've been working. I just don't want to work so hard. Like I have a couple of big projects to do right now, and they just take so much time. And I'd rather go for a walk with my honey. Okay, well, I love her nose. Look at her nose. She's got several colors of brown in her nose. Anyway, yesterday, so at her event, she made this Texas sheet cake that was first made in like the 20s by either her grandma or her aunt or somebody. She could barely even read the recipe, but we all loved it. Like I loved it so much. It was the best thing I've ever eaten. So I had to call her to figure out how to make it because she gave us the recipe. You must be getting a lot of money from Social Security. I am not. But for today, I'm going to pretend I am. Don't burst my bubble, Valerie. I looked up, because I'm getting a pittance, really, but I looked up how much you get, what's the maximum you can get from Social Security. And it was like $5,018 or something. It was a lot of money. I'm like, who gets that? And then I remembered, oh yeah, my dad got that. So I guess that's doctors and lawyers. And it must have been nice because that was his play money, my dad. Isn't that funny? Look at this girl. She's becoming so cute. You mean we won't have to pay for classes anymore? Carmen says she's just talking. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a big free class actually. Instead of my regular birthday party, I think I'm going to do a retirement party class. And it'll be a biggie because I have an idea and I really want to do it. But I have a million ideas, and that's part of the problem in my world, in the world of Lindsay, because I talk a lot and then sometimes I talk too much and my ideas don't happen. And then people are like, remember when you said blah, blah, blah? I'm like, oh, I remember, but it's not going to happen. You know, I'll tell you what is happening. A day at the park with Ann Scott and myself on April 19th, which I think is next week. Is that right? So we found this park, or I found this park that's in Newport Beach, California. If anybody wants to come with us, I put it out there for the world to come hang out and journal at the park. Because this park not only has bunny statues, but it has something called Bunny Hinge. And the statues of the bunnies are in a circle and they look like Stonehenge bunnies. um, and it's really cute. So we're going to the park on April 19th. It's an all-day thing. You got to bring your own brown bag lunch because I gave up trying to find a place where we could hang out inside. So you have to bring a brown bag lunch and you have to bring a chair. Um, yeah, and if you want to come be with us. It'd be fun. We're just going to hang out and journal and chat, get to know you guys, get to know each other because we've only met once. I'll tell you one thing I have decided I really want to do as a retired person. That sounds so good. I want to go to the HIA NAMTA show next year, which is the big show they put on for art supply materials. Used to be the scrapbooking show, and you'd go and you'd test out all the new supplies. I really want to go, and I'm going to look it up. I'm sure you have to be a member, and I'm sure it's expensive, and I'm sure I won't do it, but I really want to go. Those are my trips. Those sound like so much fun. I don't want to go like just walk around Paris or something, you know? That's just not me. I don't want to leave the country. Man, is she cute or what? I love her different colors. I'm loving watercolors that give me different colors, and I don't do the same colors all the time in the color. Do you know what I mean? Like it has gradations of colors. She's just so cute. I got to put a color in the middle of that flower. Donna, are you a retired Catholic school teacher? I had no idea. I love you all the more now. What a crazy job you had. I'm sorry. I can't even imagine teaching Catholic school. My friend Ann Deekers is a retired Catholic school teacher. She taught at and went to my favorite Catholic school, which is, why can't I think of the name? Immaculate Heart in Hollyweird. I got to cut her out and she needs to have a little line around her brown. Anyway, I had no idea. Good for you. Not her dress, Lindsay. That's a dress. Tracy wines Appleco's every year. You should talk to her about it. I went every year for almost 40 years. And then when I stopped working for Ben Franklin, I stopped going because they paid for me to go. And now it's in Seattle this year. I don't know if it will be there next year, but um yeah, no, I know my way around there. I've even had a booth there 3 times. Yeah. So this is, I think, is her skin right here. Kathy, you went to Immaculate Heart College? Did you take classes from Sister Carita? Are you that old? Or are you a youngster? I don't know how old everybody is here. I don't want to embarrass you one way or the other. But man, living my dream, sister. I would have loved to have been there during the Sister Carita time. She's so cute. She looks very furry. Anyway, it's called the NAMTA show, Linda. NAMTA. NAMTA. And everybody is showing videos right now of their time in NAMTA. And it looks fabulous. And I wish I could go. You have to be a designer or a retailer, or you have to pay their fees, which are not cheap. And I don't know what you get out of being a designer. I don't think I'd get anything except a fun trip to go and play with products. But Adornit used to go. They don't go it anymore either. NAMTA. You can look it up on YouTube. You can see videos that people have taken of being there. And my friend Eileen Hall was just there. Oh, look, I can scribble on the outside of this. It doesn't matter because she's getting cut out. All right. I want her skirt to be, I don't know, I think yellow. My background is yellow and orange. Anyway, my girlfriends are coming over today, and I made that Texas sheet cake that Ruth made. Mine is not as pretty as Ruth's was. Ruth's was very pretty. Mine looks like a big mess, but I did try it, and it tastes pretty good. There are lots of recipes for Texas sheet cake online, but this is Ruth's recipe for Texas sheet cake. That's good. It has a little bit of cinnamon in it, and I am not a cinnamon person, but the more things that I try with a little bit of cinnamon make me pretty happy. Gosh, she's cute, isn't she? I hope this works. I hope this works. I think yellow. Maybe we'll do yellow to orange. Let's do yellow to orange. So a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange. And I can go way outside the lines. Except I just hit the brown and now it's blending with the yellow and the orange. But I don't care. It's half the fun, right? Kind of like it just like that. I think I'm going to leave that white in the center even. Just get a little more darker orange over here. Okay. Well, I just need a couple of little polka dots up here. Anyhow, make it a little darker in this corner. Okay, leave it because it's cute. The first year, wait, what? Kathy says the first year taught by nuns. The second year, many of the nuns no longer wore habits. They were absolutely beautiful in street clothes. Whoa, sorry, I hit my tripod. Yes, Sister Carita wore street clothes the first couple of years she was there, and then, I mean, vice versa, wore her habit, and then wore street clothes, and then became not a sister. She became an activist because she had too many thoughts about how things should be in the world, and things were not good in the world. And Ruth had put hers in the freezer. I put mine in the refrigerator overnight. I thought that would help, Linda. It did not. Look at this big water spot right there. She's got like a water spot cheek. Oh, I could give her some pink cheeks on top of the brown. Let's do that. I should have done the pink by itself, I think, but oh well. We'll see what happens anyway. Pink on top of brown. It works pretty well, actually. Pretty pink. Can you see that? Pretty pink. Would have been better had I not done it on top of the brown. But it's not bad. I forgot to do her heart. This has a big hair hanging off of it. Be okay. Okay. Now that's got to dry because that's really wet. Arlene says, old Catholic school girl here too, taught by nuns in Miami, married a nice Jewish boy, going to school at the University of Miami. 49 years. I'm a nice Jewish girl who married a nice Gentile boy. Works good both ways. Opposites attract. That's what I was having a conversation with my friend Julie the other day, and we were saying how much it's really true that opposites attract. And it's true. All right. So I think just about ready to outline and cut. And the idea is, oh, wait, I'm going to have to paint the whole backside of her. Well, let's draw her lines in. Let's use a brown. I have a brown here. And I'm going to make her kind of fluffy, so she's going to be real sketchy, which is my new favorite thing to do. You know why? Because I shake all the time. And sketchy lines work really good for shaky. Shake and bake. But I think I'm going to have to paint the backside of her too. This is not a micron. This is a graphics pen from, I forget who, Derwent Graphics. I might need darker black on top of it, but the brown was fun to start with. Okay, then I think we'll go to black. I don't know if that's, oh yeah, this is black. I have never been a sketchy girl, but it sure works for shaky hand syndrome. What do you have? I have shaky hand syndrome. Her nose, her little sleepy eyes, because she's awakening. Sleepy eye bear. And I'm going to color in these flowers, or outline these flowers, I guess I should say. Small strokes are easier to do when you're shaking without any shakiness. But I may have to outline, think I'll just paint the backside all brown. I don't want to add more detail to the flowers. If it was like a real paper doll, I would take time to do that, but I don't think I will. And I'm going to do something more to her dress, but let's cut her. Let's use my new scissors, see how they cut. These are those Kokuyo. Oh, nice. I don't like the blade as much as my nice long blade, but they cut really well. Yeah, so I think it's Megan Quinlan. I can't be sure. No, I don't think it is Megan Quinlan. It's another artist that I follow on Instagram who's doing their paper dolls, their dolls like this, and then the arms fold out and there's like something in their tummy, like a sunshine, like a Care Bear almost. But I just wanted the arms to fold in to give herself a hug. So we'll see how that works. That's why she has to be brown on the other side. But she's pretty cute, I must say so myself. And even cuter all cut out. This is a good scissors. I think it was $9, I want to say. So, thinking about retirement again, going back to retirement, I think I am going to set one day aside for myself that's just for myself. And I think it should be Mondays. And I will still continue to do this because this is fun, you know? But I don't think I want to do work one day a week for sure, because sometimes I work on the weekends too. Okay, let's move our book for a second. I'm just dealing with my shakiness because I still am waiting for insurance approval. It's ridiculous, really. So someday I'll get in to see a doctor about that. Okay, yeah, let's just paint the back brown. That'll be much faster. Even her dress, I think, will just go brown. And I don't have to really worry about my colors. Just give her a little bit of gradations of colors. Oops, I didn't put any paper under her feet. I'll be coloring on my table like that. This part doesn't really matter. It's her arms that matter. And I obviously didn't take as much time on the back as I did on the front. Obviously. All right, let's blow dry her. Are you going to keep working for Adornit? Peggy Sue wants to know. Yes, so far I am. Because, you guys, the art part is really fun. I could draw all day long and not have a problem with it. The ideas are really fun. I could do that all day long and not have a problem with it. I'll tell you where the problem comes in. Technology. Technology. This whole thing with Facebook, taking my videos away has got me really not happy, you know? It just really, it was too much for me. And so far, it hasn't really bothered any of you guys. Like, I haven't had anybody really complain about stuff, but for me, it's been more than I could take. It really did a toll on my little brain. And then now having to figure out what to do with the videos and where to put them. And I don't know. I don't want to deal with any of that. So I think if I have classes in the future, they'll be here on Facebook. That's my plan anyway. And you'll have 30-day access. You won't have 100 million day access. And if they take it down, they take it down. You know? All right. So now I'm going to score right here. I got to cut there. Score here. I got to cut her arm a little further and cut this arm a little further. And then the back side, what color did we use? Brown. So we want to go brown on our arms. See what happens. Okie dokie. That's what I was hoping for. Look at it. All right. But I am going to outline the rest of this just because. Just make her a little sketchy bear. I think I have to, if I'm going to do a girl, which I also want to do a girl, I'm going to have to give this a little more thought as to the shape of her arms and stuff. She's so cute, really, so cute. Okay. I want flowers, not those color, not that color. Get a different color. Oh, Donna, you really do follow other artists who have that as a disclaimer? So my new friend Ruth, she pays somebody to do all her technology stuff. But it's a girlfriend, you know, it's just somebody who's good at it. I do have my son, who's not much help these days. He's pretty busy on his own right, trying to save the world. Well, that flower, that pen did not come out so good. So, color's this one. Well, that's that dark one. Color's this one. Too light. So let's try an orange in here. Pretty good. She's looking pretty cute. And then let's try, hello, new Stabilo Woody. The Stabilo Woodies are a water-soluble crayon type thing that can add texture. See? Do I have another color of pink? I do. I have a darker one. Can add that in and then move it around with water. You can also take and go directly from this and use it like watercolor. which is also super fun. And then, wait, what did Cassie just ask? Cassie said, hold on, Cassie, let me answer you. Where'd it go? Will I be able to access Journal Playday videos? I bought a couple a few years ago and haven't gotten to them yet. Yes, and if you can't, if for some reason you cannot and Facebook takes them down, then just email me and I'll figure out how to help you. You know, don't worry. I have them all saved. It's just a royal pain in my behind. But I did email some to somebody the other day and it does work. I just don't want to work that hard anymore. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I just don't want to work hard. Okay, well, now she's pretty cute. All right, let's get our book. We're going to play more with those woodies in May. Okay. So now I want to put this here and we're going to make a little belly band. What time is it? Oh my gosh, that was so fast. Oh, because I didn't do any shameless plugs today. Right, because I'm retired. That's right. No shameless plugs today. You have PTSD from Facebook. Hell yeah. That's a true fact. So maybe when I get that all dialed in and they figure out what they're doing, I'll come back and do more stuff. But I have so many ideas for classes that I really want to do. And I'm thinking, well, for right now, we'll just do 30-day classes. You pay for them, you have 30 days. Oh my gosh, is she so cute or what? Do you remember what pastel crayons? Yeah, Crayon d'Arche. Caran. Crayon d'Arche. Arche or something. Peggy says you never say no. I know. Whatever. Yeah, I know all those artists that use all those sites. They cost a lot of money. And I'm not sure I want to get that involved. Okay. So I want her to hug something. Let's see. Let's just try this. This is trash paper, but maybe it's not trash paper. Maybe I can make it work. That's what I'm talking about. But I think it will fall. So I might have to hook it to here. Is this an opening? No. Oh, I'm thinking. Okay, so I think I need a little ribbon that's going to go to here because I don't want that to fall. And I want this to be bedtime stories or springtime stories because she's awakening, right? How about spring? Spring stories. My husband's in love with Savannah Guthrie, I think. He watches her every morning, even though he doesn't really watch. He just keeps the TV on. I think he just thinks she's cute. And she is cute, so he's not wrong. let's get some color on that real quick. Glue it to one of her paws, like this. That could work. Let's see. You're so smart. Man, you're smart, Lita. Thank you. That'll work. Why don't I think of these things? So much water on this brush. It holds a lot of water. I'm trying to decide if I should write a little story inside, however. We'll add some color in there. Just because. Okay. Heat tool. Oh, was I out of the frame? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't get mad at me. I'm retired. Give me a break. I don't get my first check until June, which means that I still have to pay for Medicare for 2 months. And that's a big bummer. I should have gone in probably 2 months ago, I guess. But I didn't know what I was doing. I just was listening to my friend Paula, who told me what to do. And, that doesn't always work. I'm going to write Bear's Awakening here, but I could write a little wake up bear story inside here. If I don't burn my fingers off. Whoa. Try to blot this. All right, so let's write once upon a time there was a sleepy bear who woke up in the spring. Page 1. That is very tiny. I know you're not mad, Denise. Okay, so if I glue it here, then this one will come over. And then she can fit in there. That's going to work. Gosh darn it, aren't you guys the smartest? Oh, Connie, my Social Security appointment was fabulous. I didn't have to wait long. I got all my questions answered. She answered my husband's questions. We're not the brightest tools in the shed, he and I, so I wanted to ask some questions about him getting my Social Security, and I was led to believe that he got all of it if he wanted to get mine instead of his, and that's not true. He only would get half. So no, mine's not more than his. You know? Wish I hadn't colored that in. Now I have to dry that again, and my fingers are going to get very hot. So they aren't taking, oh yeah, they will be, but they aren't yet because I just applied, Denise. They will take my Medicare out of my Social Security, but I've been paying for it 187, whatever it is. Oh God, that's so cute. And I could have put a magnet underneath this and then another magnet here so it would hold, but I don't care that it springs up. All right, so then we're going to go to here. I'm probably not sure I want my bear underneath there. Very shaky day. But man, isn't she cute right there? I think she is. So my husband and I were talking, and being self-employed, we don't get a retirement party, so we're going to have to plan us a retirement party just for he and I. Connie says, with all the craziness going on, that's good to hear. Well, I've just heard horror stories for years about Social Security Department. Wasn't bad at all. All right. Sticking with this brown. I think I want a thicker pen if I have one. Let's see. What's this? 5. Bears. Make that a little thicker. Am I still in the camera? When I first started doing this, I had tape on my table because I never wanted to be out of the camera. And even with the tape on the table, it still doesn't work. Sometimes you just push your art around because you have to have room. Okay. I think this might need a flower. It's in my way. How do you spell awakening? Is there an E here or no E? Stephanie says, I'm here. I was out with the turtle team. Wait, there's a whole team of you turtle people? Awakening. Or were you out with Tank? Be more specific. And how do the turtles not get eaten by the alligators in Florida? Or are the turtles in the ocean and there's no alligators in an ocean? I don't know. Stephanie says, Lindsay, I got to see a leatherback sea turtle today. The video is on my page. So 6 feet long. Honey, did you hear that? Stephanie got to work with a 6-foot long leatherback sea turtle today. We really have to come to Florida. I wish I was rich and could just plan like a weekend. Come out there, see the turtles, go to Margaritaville, come home. All right, I'm going to color this in. She says, yes, we rescue them when they get hooked on the pier by fishermen. Oh, Stephanie, you're such a good human. I wish we could all save turtles and puppies. I'm watching way too many puppy videos lately. Well, not even puppies, just dogs. If you're not following Teddy, you should be following Teddy because we watch him every morning. It's called, his site here on Facebook is called A Guy and a Golden. And then he has a little brother named Archie. And Archie is, I think their Facebook page is Adventures with Archie. But if you want happy things in the morning when you wake up and not news and not what's happening in the world, Follow Teddy. He's so cool. Stephanie says they are the largest breed and was the only ones I hadn't seen before today. Oh, that's so cool. And I'm so proud of you for rescuing them and getting them off of their hook. All right, now we get to add white in if and we want to, and I do. So we'll start with our bear. My girlfriend should be here soon, I would think. I told them after 9 if they wanted to come right around 9. And this is a play day. I'm just going to play all day. I never know what I want to do on my play days. Her flowered skirt is really cute. So one of my friends sent me a Instagram link for these new pens that are, I don't even know the name of them, but she bought them and I want them. They're like a paint pen like this, acrylic paint, but they don't ever flood. And when you push the tip down instead of flooding, it stops. It knows when the tip is being depressed. And they have like 40 colors of 40 colors of paint markers, and they look amazing. Okay, well, she's done, I think. And she's really cute. She could even just go like that. This one doesn't even have to fold, but it's pretty cute. We're gonna put white here. I always thought that if I moved to Florida, I would want to live in Celebration, Florida. Because I remember back in the 80s, I think it was the 80s when they put that in, and it was like a planned Disney community, right? I thought this is the place for me. And then here on the West Coast, they just opened a Disney community in the Palm Springs desert area, which doesn't sound fun to me, but the houses are amazing. And I'm sure they cost $1 million to get into them. That Celebration, Florida was such a cute community. All right. I could even put her down like that just for taking a picture. Oh, so cute. If I had put the band up, which would have been smarter, the band could have held the book in, could have held the book in. Hold on, because I could put another band. I could put a second band in here, right? Where would I want her to be? Right there. But then I would have to, I wonder if I could do this. I mean, let's just try. Donna says, other cuteness videos I follow, the Piper Chronicles, the Dixons, the Sterling Newtons, all cute dog videos. Oh, there's so many. Really. I follow so many. Because when the world gives us shit, pardon me, dog videos are the only rescue, right? Well, and cat videos if you like cats. We're going to double band this. You know why? Because we can, I think. Wait, let's see. It's crooked. And that has got to be trimmed just a tad. Come on. Come on. All right, glue. What was that commercial where that used to, oh, it was for ketchup that was slow going. Anticipation. That's what it was. Anticipation is making me wait. Tonight is my dad's last showing of his photographs here locally. So if you live locally and want to come see something cool, oh man, that's just so cute, right? I have an idea. Another idea. There's so many. Where's a pen? That's a pencil. Where's all my pens? What the actual heck? Oh, I know, they're in my bag. I got searched yesterday. We're going to write some words in here. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. Anybody know what that's from? Whenever I say springtime, I start singing that song. Anybody? It was a movie with Matthew Broderick not long ago, but when I was little, it was a play that my dad took me to with Zero Mostel. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. Then I can't stop singing it. Yes, Joan, you are correct. The producers. Bing, 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 bing. I wish I had a prize to give you. It was one of those things that just stuck in my head. Because I don't think it was a movie, right? Back then? Was it a movie? I know it was a play. We went to see lots of plays growing up. This just looked like it needed some little doodles in it. Right? Springtime for Hitler. Sorry. My dad laughed and laughed at that show. And remember Around the World in 80 Days? And if it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium. All those movies. Oh my gosh. My dad thought those were hysterical. I remember him just laughing and laughing. All right, tulips, sun, rain. I'll put some leaves here. And another flower here. Oh my gosh, this looks so cute in this brown paper that was just so brown on this page. I hope you like it, because I do. Another leaf here, polka dot here. Did I get everything? Except for right here. We're going to add some color to that, because it's just too cute not to add color to. Donna says, farm life I watch. One happy ass farm. Oh my gosh, Donna, you have too many cute videos that you watch. My daughter always wanted to do a page with Bootsy, and she never did. And, you know, then we lost Bootsy. But now she lives with a girl who has another really cute dog, and that dog's name is Biscuit. And I said, you should do a Biscuit page. Next week, guess what my daughter's doing? Speed dating. Shari says, Producers was a 67 movie with Zero Mostel and Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder, really? Oh gosh, and do you remember Blazing Saddles? I think that was my dad's favorite. Can you even see Blazing Saddles anymore, or is it so politically incorrect that it's gone? And my husband and my dad would watch it and just crack up. They laughed so hard. Mel Brooks. Yeah, it was a Mel Brooks movie. Whoops, that is very thick yellow. Uh, a little more orangey here. I made a big mess right there, but I also made a big mess right here. Okay, well, I kind of love this now. Let's blow dry it. Shari says we watched Blazing Saddles last week on TV. They took down the tent. Oh, right. Will you open the front, unlock the front door in case Karen comes? Want to take a picture of it or anything? No, but I do want, hang on, you guys. I do want to ask him if he puts a plaque up for them or on the back or whatever, if he could put either our name or my parents' name. You know how he has his. No, I'm just gonna, I want to ask. I can email him if you don't want to ask him. We have gumball machines that were my mom and dad's, and we're gonna take them to our neighbor who has an arcade on our street. Have I ever talked to you guys about him? He's a single guy who I don't think has ever been married, and he has an arcade, and it's his pride and joy. And he has, like, it sounds like it's just a silly little thing. No, he has billions of dollars invested in this thing. And it's so cool because every now and then he'll invite us all over and we can play in the arcade. So we're donating the gumball machines to his arcade because we don't really have room for them. And he will fix them up and get them working. Okay, that is brilliant. I don't know why I didn't think of just having this here and not this, but they both work. So her legs stick under there, so that's good. I could have them go like this if I wanted to. No, that's just too hard. Okay, so there's our girl. And that's our page. Oh, I would love to come to Florida. Stephanie, do you want to plan it? Do you still have your Mini Cooper? That was the most fun ride I've had in a long time in a car. I know you don't, but okay. I'll come to Florida. And Stephanie, we don't even have to talk politics. Just kidding. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll see you Monday. Have a really good weekend. Let's look at her one more time. It says spring stories, and then it says, once upon a time there was a sleepy bear who woke up in the spring. And there's her book. Gosh darn it, she's cute. I'm very happy with her. And I'm very happy with this page. This is what we did yesterday. And I do have another card in here because I have not looked yet to see if I need to use this one or not. These are both really hard to pull out of this part. But whatever. It's cute, and that's all that matters. All right. Well, I love you guys. Have a good weekend. And I hope you make a cute bear like her. And I hope you play in this. I think I have that somewhere else. I might have to do the same here. Like, hold on. Happy Passover to you, Linda. Happy Pesach. I mean, I know you probably don't celebrate Passover, but I just love these little squares to play in now. That's just so much fun. I'm going to do more of this and then do the detail inside of them. That's just too cute. This may actually become a collage element page because that was fun to do. All right, you guys, now I'm leaving for sure. For sure, I'm out of here. Have a great weekend. Do something nice for people. Is Monday the 15th? Because I don't think I want to be here on tax day. No, the 15th is Tuesday. Ugh. Taxes were yesterday and I wanted to throw up. Oh, Linda is Christian, but I do celebrate Passover. Happy Pesach. All right. Love you guys. Again, be good humans. Okay, bye.